What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another Tech Bite with the kid JW. Now, on this special episode, this is coming from a device that I actually just picked up, even though it's been out for a while. And I'm talking about the Xumo box from Xfinity. Now, a little backstory. I recently ended up canceling my cable subscription because, like everybody, I had to cut costs. However, when I stopped into my local Xfinity store, I wanted to make sure that I still was able to keep the best-in-class entertainment, which obviously is Xfinity, because nobody else can compete with Xfinity when it comes to their internet speeds and their X1 platform. Nobody. And part of that reason is why I had to go ahead and see if there was a solution for me to have a streaming device that could not only give me what I had with the X1 platform that I had with the Xfinity TV service, but I also wanted something that was very quick, very responsive, and had an all-in-one hub. I know a lot of you guys are going to say, oh, JW, get the Firestick. Of course, could have got the Firestick route. I have an Android Smart TV, but I love my Firestick. It's great on my secondary TVs. My Android TV is good, but let's face it, I wanted something that I'm even more familiar with and that I love, which is obviously the X1 platform. And the reason why I got the Xumo stick, or the Xumo box rather, was because of that. Now, jumping on into it, Xumo box, the remote control, really good. Not too big, not too small, fits great in your hand too as well. Another benefit that I love about it is, well, because of this. Let's go ahead and let me show you what the Xumo box can do that at least definitely the Android TVs can't do, and a little bit that the Fire Stick can do, but we're not going to talk about the Fire Stick. We're going to talk about the Xumo box and what I like about it, and the pros and cons. So come follow me, y'all. I got my TV going on right now. So this is what I'm going to show you guys what I like about the Xumo box. Now, for example, I'm watching TV, and we're gonna go straight to the home screen. Okay. Now, on the home screen, as you guys see, I got all of my apps that I usually watch. You also get Xumo Play. Okay, so you get a lot of free a lot of fast networks in here as well too. So let's scroll down. Let's skip the apps right now, but let's go check out the channel guide, which has everything that you need to know that's free to you. Okay, so we're gonna hit all. You got your shopping networks, you get your, if you got your season pass for Major League Baseball, you got all of that as well. And then, of course, as you guys notice, if you look at it, you get free stuff from the Xumo box as well too, like free action movies. I think this is Enemy. You get Big Stand. You get a lot of free stuff in here. So you get a lot of stuff like that. And that's great. Now, you also go ahead and you get all of your main apps, such as YouTube TV, Peacock, Prime, Apple TV, you name it. These are all of my apps that I have because these are the ones I use the most. And of course, I have my set customized order to the ones that I use the most, which is mainly Apple TV, Peacock, Prime, Apple TV, and Paramount Plus, give or take. Now, one of the things I like, if you still have Xfinity Stream, you can still load that up. You can even still pull up some stuff like you get the you get the Dateline channel on here as well. So it's kind of not working right now. So let's see. Let's check this out. So of course, you get the Dateline channel in here. You still get your Last Watch, so you can pull up your Last Watch channels. You get NBC News Now, and so forth. And there's a lot of other channels that you can get on there. Like if you want to go to live TV, you get that option too. You get a lot of free this week stuff. So for example, if I want to check out what's free, I can just go here. I get my free streaming news networks and all of that fun stuff. So that's another thing why I love the Xumo box. Also, it still has the voice remote. For those of us who love the X1 platform with the voice remote, it's great because I can simply sit there and say, YouTube TV. And as you see, it's going to pull up YouTube TV right where I left off at. And that's what I really love about it. So I still get all of that information right there. And I don't have to worry about switching between my actual smart TV system or any of that. And it's, again, something that I really love about it because I get all of my apps in here. And honestly, you just can't beat that. And you get a lot of free stuff too as well. So you see all of these apps you get all of this stuff, and it's free, and it's simply free stuff. So that's one reason why I love the Xumo box, okay? Now, let's go ahead and switch back on over so I can tell you guys what are some cons and, of course, what are some pros, all right? Now, like I said, is there pros and cons to this? Absolutely. Every streaming service, every streaming set-top app, platform, whatever, has its cons, has its good things and bad things. Now, the good thing that I love about the Xumo box is that honestly, it's not that big, okay? For those of you guys who are used to the X1 boxes, they're pretty much the size of, well, for sake of argument, we're just gonna say the size of an iPad, okay? This, not even the size of the iPad. This is basically, can fit in your pocket, okay? It has its, as you see here, it has its Ethernet port, so you can hardwire it if you want to, your HDMI port, and of course, obviously, the power button, the power port, as well. You can plug it in to get power. And it also has its voice remote that I showed you guys earlier as well. So, the three pros that I like, it's small, very lightweight, and it has the X1 interface built into it, so it's something that I'm familiar with. The cons, because, and this is just a con for me, because I already have Xfinity for my internet and of course my home security systems, I kind of wish that I could download that app to the Xumo box, but I get it. That's just me and one of my cons. But the overall main cons that I would say I have is the fact that the voice commands don't work inside the app that you're using. Yes, you can say pause and whatnot, but it doesn't work like if you're on, for example, Sling or YouTube TV. It doesn't work if you say, hey, if you hold the voice button and say, turn to ESPN, it's not going to turn to ESPN if you're in Sling or YouTube TV. That's a con that I have right there. Another con that I have is the fact that sometimes, and very small, sometimes there is a little bit of a hiccup. Sometimes you'll go into an app, like, for example, me, I use YouTube TV. I'll have it to where I'm there, and I could have showed you guys on the walkthrough, but you can still have the picture mode on there. It'll still show you so you can still hear what you're watching. But sometimes I wish it'd come back to it and be live wherever I last left off at. But that's a con more or less for me because I kind of like perfection. But as far as the box itself, there is no cons that I can find. Like I said, I'm not gonna throw it here, but it's very lightweight, you know, very lightweight. And it's small. So if you got your TV mounted to the wall, all you gotta do is just tuck it in behind the TV. You're good to go. You can still use the remote, or if you want to tuck it and have it sitting somewhere, you're not even gonna see this thing. Okay? It has one itty bitty little light, and the light's not that bright, so you can stick it somewhere on a shelf somewhere, and it's gonna work perfectly fine as well. Okay? So if you're an X1 customer, Xfinity Internet customer, I would definitely recommend getting the Xumo box. If you're a Spectrum customer, definitely go ahead and stop in to your Spectrum store or Xfinity store. Get you a Xumo box as well. I love it, okay? And I might put my parents onto this as well too, because this is very simple and great for people who don't necessarily want cable, but they have all their apps. This is definitely great for you. And plus, why not get something with the best in class entertainment, which is from Xfinity? Come on now. All right. But hey, that's going to do it on this episode of Tech Talk with JW. I'm going to catch you guys next time because I think I may have another tech video coming. Not sure yet. But I do have another review coming, but it's not a tech review. It's a book review. So stay tuned for that dropping. And as always, thanks so much for tuning in. And I'll catch you guys next time. Bye, y'all.